The best way to demonstrate this is through an example. So I'm going to show you a series of stills which demonstrate the various shots that make up a sequence. Probably the most important one is the wide shot, which demonstrates the relationship of all the physical things that will be in your sequence. So here we have our subject, the girl, and she's going to be playing her flute, which is in the case on the ground. She has a musical score behind her there and a music stand to place the score on. The next most important shot is a close-up, which shows the viewer the details of the action being performed by the subject. And the close-ups that you can choose from as a shooter are only limited by the action of the subject, so some activities are very simple and will limit your choices for close-ups. The next shot type is the over-the-shoulder shot, which shows the relationship between the subject and the thing they're working with. Over the shoulder of the subject in the foreground to the object in the background is a good way of showing depth in the frame, and it gives the viewer a sense of the subject's point of view in this case. It could also be over the object to the subject, which would give you the other point of view. The next type of shot is the medium shot, which shows the whole action and the subject, but it emphasizes the subject, unlike the wide, which shows you the whole setting as well. This allows you to see who the subject is and what they're actually doing. The next type of shot is the extreme close-up, in which the frame is filled with the action, or the object, or the subject, but usually the action. It makes it look larger than life to the viewer, and you should get as close as you can here because it gives the viewer the feeling that they're part of the action. Here's another wide shot, and we've changed the camera angle. Here's another medium shot, and we've changed the camera angle. This is a new shot type called a medium close-up. It's closer than a medium shot, and it's wider than a close-up, hence the name. It can be used to show facial expression and emotion, but usually contains most, if not all, of the action as well. Another medium shot, and another camera angle, and another close-up, and this is one of the most important ones. This is the close-up of the subject. It gives the viewer intimacy, it makes the subject relatable to the viewer, creates an emotional connection. It's definitely one of the most important and often forgotten shots required in a sequence. Here's what this looks like when it's cut together. So there you go, basic sequence. I know they're only still shots, but it gives you the idea of what a sequence would look like when you cut those shots together. Just a quick summary of the various shot sizes we talked about in there. This isn't hard and fast. Shot size is a little bit subjective depending on who's talking about it. This shows you the portion of the scene you'll be capturing with each frame. And note that each frame edge doesn't cut the subject at any joints. If you avoid cropping your subject at joints, it'll avoid making it feel awkward. And here's each of those same shots full frame.